The Indian-American millionaire entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy has riled up everyone once again. The presidential hopeful has risen up the popularity charts in the United States. Vivek Ramaswamy, an outsider in the US political setup, has centered his campaign around anti-wokism, calling the H-1B visa program indentured servitude. Vivek Ramaswamy vowed to gut the lottery-based system and replace it with meritocratic admission if he wins the race for the White House in 2024. The H-1B visa, the much sought after among Indian IT professionals, is a non-immigrant visa that allows US companies to employ foreign workers in speciality occupations that require theoretical or technical expertise. But let's understand the complexities of Vivek Ramaswamy. Here's all you need to know about him and his campaign. This Indian American is just 38 years old. He's worth over $600 million and is running to be the Republican presidential candidate. Vivek Ramaswamy, who has invested in anti-wokism and emerged as a culture warrior, is a phenomena that the United States has rarely seen. And yes, he's an Eminem-inspired rapper too. But then Eminem asked Vivek Ramaswamy to leave the rapping to the real Slim Shady. At the heart of everything else, Vivek Ramaswamy claims to be anti-establishment and a family man. Born to Indian Americans who moved from Kerala to the United States, surprisingly, Ramaswamy is fiercely anti-immigration in his stance. But then that's how most second-generation immigrants are nowadays, popularly called coconuts, brown from the outside, white from inside. A biology graduate from Harvard College and a lawyer from Yale Law School, Ramaswamy made his fortune in biotech and asset management businesses. His net worth, according to Forbes, is at least $630 million. It is at Harvard that Vivek Ramaswamy prepared to dabble in politics. He was the president of the Harvard Political Union, the oldest collegiate debating society in the US. He said he liked to argue and considered himself to be a contrarian. Vivek Ramaswamy has routinely expressed that he is disillusioned by both the Democratic and the Republican Party. And that's why Vivek Ramaswamy has caught the attention of one and all, including Tesla CEO Elon Musk, who keeps tweeting and retweeting in favor of the Indian-American Republican candidate. Billionaire investor Bill Ackman, too, shared a video of Vivek Ramaswamy's speech on racism and predicted that he would become the president of the US as the country was ready for his message. Ramaswamy is the third Indian American, along with Nikki Haley and Harshvardhan Singh, who will take on former President Donald Trump in the primaries. Vivek Ramaswamy's right-wing populist ideas, combined with his youthful energy, have won hearts. He promises to revive America's national identity and brands climate change as a hoax. And all of a sudden, he's super popular, just after former US President and Republican top choice Donald Trump. Ramaswamy's radical ideas and speeches have found an echo in the hearts of Americans as he works hard to position himself as an alternative to Donald Trump within the Republican Party. He speaks the hard truths, as he calls it, that many shy away from voicing in public. Samples of some of his statements are, please note, we are in the middle of a national identity crisis. Faith, patriotism, hard work, family. These things have disappeared, only to be replaced by new secular religions in American life: wokism, transgenderism, climatism, COVIDism, globalism, depression, anxiety, suicides. These are symptoms of a deeper void of purpose and meaning in our country. This Vivek Ramaswamy said while addressing a gathering. Now look at another statement by Ramaswamy. In June, he had called the affirmative action the single greatest form of institutional racism in today's America. He said top companies now regularly disfavor qualified applicants who happen to be white or Asian, which spawns resentment and condescension towards Black and Hispanic hires. He wrote, everyone loses in the end. He added, it's time to restore colorblind meritocracy once and for all. This he posted on the Twitter, which is now called X. Vivek Ramaswamy released his 10 central campaign truths. The top two were God is real and there are two genders. All of these things go down well with the Bible Belt of the United States of America. Giving an insight to his political philosophy, Ramaswamy maintains that human beings require fossil fuels to flourish. He also says reverse racism is racism, and he says that an open border is no border. He says the threat of being labeled a racist has created a new culture of fear in our country, fear of losing our jobs, fear of your kids getting a bad grade, fear of becoming a pariah, but courage can be contagious too. He also says, I will deploy the US military to protect our own border instead of someone else's. When Ramaswamy posted about the borders, he tweeted a video accompanying that tweet where it seems he was suggesting cross-border military offensive should be done into Mexico to root out the drug cartels. Now, all this appeals to people. Now, let's try and understand Ramaswamy, the young politician. Ramaswamy had launched in 2021 a firm called Strive Asset Management Firm. And this was to pressure companies to abandon environmental, social, and corporate governance, which is called the ESG initiatives. With the motto, Invest in Excellence, Strive was pitched as the conservative answer to the ESG movement. Strive, described as an anti-woke index fund provider, offers passive investment funds that reject ESG, which is again environmental, social, and governance framework, which has gained popularity in the recent years. But Vivek Ramaswamy started investing long before Strive was born. The millionaire is bankrolling his primary campaign. Ramaswamy's journey to fortune began during his time as a biology student at Harvard, where he co-founded studentbusinesses.com in 2007. This platform aimed to connect student entrepreneurs with professional investors worldwide. The success of the venture led to its acquisition by a private charity in 2009, with Ramaswamy reportedly earning less than $1 million from this deal. This is according to the Forbes. After his successful stint with studentbusinesses.com, Ramaswamy turned his attention to investing in pharmaceutical companies. He joined hedge fund QVT Financial, where he became a partner at a young age of 28. In 2014, Ramaswamy took a bold step and founded Roivant Sciences, which is a biotech firm focusing on acquiring and developing abandoned promising drug candidates from larger pharmaceutical companies. The majority of Ramaswamy's wealth is derived from his 8% stake in this company only, which is currently valued at $6.6 billion. Roivant's business model, although high risk, has attracted investors on Wall Street despite some setbacks in gaining FDA approval for their developed drugs. Ramaswamy's personal wealth is largely tied to his shares in this company, which are currently valued at $475 million. He sold a portion of his stock in February, earning approximately $24 million after taxes. Notably, this sale occurred the day after Ramaswamy announced his presidential campaign. And public campaign finance reports reveal that Ramaswamy has personally loaned his campaign around $10.5 million. As Vivek Ramaswamy prepares for his presidential campaign, his entrepreneurial track record and amassed fortune stands as a testament to his achievements in both the biotech and the investment realms. Ramaswamy stands out even in his appeal for donations. The Republican candidate is even seeking campaign funds in Bitcoin, which is rather unusual. Now, there is another thing about him which is called the family man appeal. Since launching his campaign in February, he has been on a meeting spree across New Hampshire and Ohio. But in between, like most presidential candidates love to do, the Indian origin Republican candidate has showcased his family side. In an interview, Ramaswamy said his wife Apurva inspires and keeps him humble with her work as a surgeon. He met Apurva during his student days at Yale. They have 2 sons together, and he also talks about how they have short moments together amid his hectic campaign schedule. Ramaswamy's father was an engineer with the General Electric and his mother is a geriatric psychiatrist. Ramaswamy celebrates being an outsider. According to him, it takes an outsider who knows the laws and constitution of the country to do the job. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comment section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.